Hello, friends. Relationships nowadays are just like a trend. We are all looking for someone special in our life. Some people are seeking someone who makes them laugh. Some are looking for a person who treats them kindly. Others still are searching for a mate who truly understands them. But the idea that a person might pick a mate based on how much money they make, that doesn't sound like true love, friends. Today's story is about a rich man's daughter who rejected a poor boy because he didn't have enough money to support her lavish lifestyle. The ending of this story, friends, is absolutely unexpected, but it teaches us a valuable lesson in life. Tom was 20 years old when he met Rachel. Rachel, who was born with a golden spoon in her mouth, was the MD in her father's company, and Tom was a cleaner. Tom instantly fell in love the moment he met Rachel, and he could not stop thinking about her. He always tried to start conversation, but Rachel did not pay any attention to him. So Tom decided he was going to tell her about his feelings, how he loved her. One day, Tom proposed to her, and she turned him down, saying, "Your monthly salary is equivalent to my daily expenses. How do you expect me to marry someone like you?" She went on, "How could you have thought of that? I can never marry someone like you. Get out of my father's company and find someone your level." Rachel said this so loudly that everyone could hear. Friends, Tom's dreams were shattered. His whole world crumbled, and his heart almost stopped beating. He ran out of her office in tears, and no one ever saw him there again. But for some reason, Tom could not forget about the girl he once loved so easily. About 10 years later, they both bumped into each other in the same shopping mall. Rachel, now a married woman, recognized Tom and approached him. She immediately said, "Hey you, how are you? Now I'm married, and do you know how much my husband's salary is? $15,700 a month. Can you beat that? And he is also very smart." Tom's eyes became wet with tears on hearing those words from the woman he used to care for. A few seconds later, Rachel's husband came around, but before she could say a word, her husband saw Tom and said, "Sir, you're here, and you've met my wife." Then he turned to his wife. "Honey, this is Tom, my boss, who owns the $100 million company I work for." The man who had been rejected 10 years ago stood and smiled. A few moments later, he said, "I must go now, Carter. I wish you all the best, and it was lovely to see you both." Rachel stood flabbergasted as the pair stared at Tom as he left the mall. She then turned to her husband and said, "That was your boss?" Her husband replied, "Yes, honey. He is a wonderful man, but his life is quite a sad story. He once told me the love of his life dumped him as he wasn't earning enough money. Because of this, he worked really hard and he has turned himself into a multi-millionaire businessman, but he couldn't move on from the heartache and is still unmarried. How lucky would that lady have been if she had married that man?" Rachel looked in total shock and couldn't even mutter a single word. Friends, it's true what they say. Regret always comes last. People tend to judge others, say mean and hurtful things, without realizing how those could affect them. And when they finally do realize their mistake, it's already too late. So, don't be too arrogant or proud by looking down on others because of their current situations. Don't underestimate anyone, because everyone has a different story. So friends, did you like the unexpected ending? Be sure to express your opinion in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed watching it. See you soon, friends.